This week, Jonny Robot gets spooked as he uncovers just what's going on with Resident Evil 0 HD. We jump off a building and into the future of Mirror's Edge Catalyst, and we take a look at what's going on in the world of Australian eSports. This is Player Attack. Hi, I'm Jessica Citizen, and this week we've heard the first few juicy details about Nintendo's new NX console, or at least the sort of solid rumour that gets printed in the Wall Street Journal. According to the paper, Nintendo has started sending out dev kits to third-party studios, and those kits have been revealed as a sort of console portable hybrid. We're hearing that the NX will be a standard box with at least one mobile unit attached, which can operate as a portable device. The Wall Street Journal is also reporting that Nintendo is hoping for a solid lineup of games in development and ready to be announced as early as next year, so we shouldn't have to wait too long to hear more. The Korean pro gaming scene was rocked again this week by another cheating scandal that has seen 12 StarCraft 2 gamers arrested over charges of max fixing and illegal betting. Gerard and Yoda, both from eSports team Prime, have been named in the case. Yoda is accused of receiving money for deliberately losing matches, while head coach Gerard has been receiving money from brokers, connecting players to brokers, and suggesting to players that they might like to lose a game or two and get paid for it. Both of them have been given a lifetime ban from the Korean Esports Association, who promises to cooperate with authorities and hand out the same sort of punishment to anyone else named in the case. Also this week, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 developer Treyarch has released an apology after a marketing stunt for the game went very bad very quickly. Late last month, the Call of Duty Twitter account rebranded itself as Current Events Aggregate, posing as a real-world news outlet reporting on international terrorist attacks, including terrifying drone strikes and mass evacuations. Unfortunately, the rebrand was a little too effective, prompting some pretty worried responses from around the world, as people didn't seem to realise the account was simply detailing plot points for the upcoming game. Moving on, and more than 9 million gamers logged into the Star Wars Battlefront beta, making it officially the largest single beta test in EA's long-running history. And to prove that this one really was a beta test and not just a glorified demo, DICE has confirmed that it will be making a significant change or two to the game before its release. These include a completely rebalancing Walker Assault mode, which was slightly weighted towards the Empire during the beta, presumably because the dark side has cookies. A new update to Destiny has brought with it a stack of new content as well, and that includes microtransactions. So if you want to buy in-game emotes with real-world money, you can fork over up to $45 according to the calculations. That will get you all 16 rare emotes at 200 silver each, plus the 2 legendaries that will set you back 500 apiece. If you want it right now though, you can save a bit of cash. Everybody has also been given 400 silver as a bit of a first taste is free thing, because Bungie knows just how to get you hooked. In other quick news, remote-controlled tanks may well be heading to the battlefield in coming years, prompting the Russian Deputy Prime Minister Dmitry Rogozin to ponder that instead of stereotypical handsome athletes becoming soldiers, what the army really needs is a bunch of bespectacled nerds, specifically World of Tanks players, as they're the ones with the in-game experience that can translate most effectively to a real war zone. In scary game news, the Kickstarter for Allison Road has been scrapped. Developer Lilith had planned to crowdfund the frightening indie survival horror game, but now things have changed because the game's been picked up by a publisher, meaning that it's now fully funded and the studio has all sorts of new resources at its fingertips. Worms creator Team 17 has come to the rescue, explaining that Allison Road is exactly the type of game it's been looking for. We can expect more information about the game in 2016 as Lilith knuckles down and gets back to development. And if that cancellation means that you've got some spare Kickstarter cash lying around, may we suggest a new project for you to back? Friday the 13th, The Game, has also popped up on the crowdfunding site, with developer Gun Media seeking $700,000 in funding to make an asymmetrical 8-person slasher. You'll be able to play either as Jason Voorhees or as the campers he's trying to kill in a semi-open world rendition of Camp Crystal Lake. With big names like Kane Hodder, Harry Manfredini, Tom Savini and Jason Voorhees creator Sean S. Cunningham all on board, this one might just sneak past the curse of the video game tie-in, but even if it doesn't, the chance to play as Jason is pretty irresistible. Meanwhile, I'm guessing you spend more time in front of your preferred gaming machine rather than down the cinema, and the latest statistics show that you're not the only one. The latest Avengers movie cost $250 million to make and took $84 million on opening day. Compare that to Metal Gear Solid 5, which cost just $80 million to make and took a whopping $179 million on opening day. These figures come from Adobe Digital Index, who also looked at when people are buying the games. While most entertainment sectors enjoy a healthy boost around the end of the year, Christmas and holidays add up for fun times all round, video games generally see two peaks across the year. June also sees a steep spike in game sales, thanks to E3 making more than a few people very interested in video games. And finally this week we've got a brand new video game movie tie-in trailer to show off, and this one really does have the potential to not suck. Ratchet & Clank is headed to cinemas in 2016, and it's actually looking pretty good.
This April,
Destroy them all.
when a galactic force threatens the world,
I'm going in.
test your gear.
That was awesome!
Find your courage
Meet the sheepinator.
Uh-oh.
and kick
Boom, baby!
some asteroid. Ratchet and Clank.
Sure, it might be telling stories that we've already seen in the game, but it is poised to take the silver screen by storm and introduce our favourite pair to a whole bunch of new people, including, of course, the kids who are too young to play the original games. For more information on any of these stories, or to keep up to date with the latest gaming news, head to the new look playerattack.com. But for now, stick around, got plenty more still to come.